Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your energy reels. It's my pleasure to read for you, as you know. And as you also know, these readings are timeless and signless, so you don't have to have any significant Sagittarian placements in your natal chart, and you don't have to be watching at the time that this video is being published in order for the messages to be for you. If it resonates, yay! And of course, use your discernment. But if it doesn't resonate, I would invite you to take a step back, come back a little bit later and see if the messages resonate then, because perhaps you just need to wait a little bit longer for it to manifest into your physical reality a little bit more. But either way, if you'd like to work more personally with me, you know exactly where to find me. You can find my Etsy link here on whatever page you're watching. If you're keen, go ahead and take place a like or a cute little heart. And what else? I think that's it. Oh, and if you have not heard as yet, I am running a 20% off store-wide sale on all purchases over $100 all throughout the month of December. Yeah, up until midnight, midnight of January 2nd. So that's pretty much the end of January 1st, right? Maybe 11:59 a.m., I don't know, p.m. Anyway, also, what is the other thing I wanted to say? Yes, if you have not had a chance to hear about the new channel that I'm starting, please go ahead and check the Scorpio reading that I just published. And yeah, it's all in there. Okay, but for now, let's jump in to, oh, this card. Speaking of jump in, I don't know if you saw when I was shuffling, but this card jumped. Let's jump into your reading. Sagittarius, anytime I read for you guys, I feel your vibe. And you usually have a vibe of buoyancy. We know that Sagittarius is pegged as the optimistic one. There's a sense of they also say boyishness, boyish energy, not in relation to gender or anything, but that youthful kind of like adventure time boyishness there. But I'm getting buoyancy in particular. I'm getting kind of like the Fool card vibes, where we see this young man off with his dog. He's going to explore, things like that. I'm getting that you're going to be somewhere, wherever you are, doing your own thing, minding your own business. 2 minutes 22 seconds, God bless. And it's almost going to be like an implant is placed into your right ear. When I say implant, for some of you who are scared of that ET tech, let me not trigger your fears, okay? So stay with me. I'm talking about it's going to feel that way, but what's actually going to be happening is you're going to be experiencing a whole new level of contact, okay? Now, what that contact looks like for you is going to be the realm of a personal reading, and you know that's exactly what we talk about, you know, in my Etsy shop. We work with star seeds, light workers, earth angels, blah blah blah. As I like to say, anyone with service contracts who know what they're here for. You're here for work. You may not know what you're here for, but you feel called and by some mission. And guess what? When you're involved in those kinds of things, there is contact. You have a whole spirit team. You've got guides who are, you know, everybody has them, but you've got mission guides, they're saying. Who, look, I almost like coughed right there as I looked down. Oh, 3 minutes, 27 seconds. Oh my God, that's my birthday. March 27th. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, okay. Well, you know, they're so funny. I swear my guides promote me more than I promote myself. But yes, ascension guidance is what I do. Ascension guide, if you want to call it that. Intuitive counseling, I call it that, for people who are more like secular, and then that's not even, you know, then I can just, it depends on who you are. I'll just change up the words. But yes, if you're in this field, we'll just call it ascension guidance. So yeah, we talk about missions and all of that. So that being said, I do feel, I'm seeing again, this is the second time I'm seeing portal energy, and every time I start seeing portal energy in my readings, I check and there's a portal day coming up, and true to form, we do have December 12th coming up. Okay, 4 minutes, 22 seconds. I do want to let you know I'm seeing jumping through hoops. Some of you may be thinking, oh, this is going to be another circus, and that would be past life programming, because a lot of you I'm getting, wow, this is a very specific group, and usually I'm seeing you come forward now, kind of a group of you guys, and so you may be specially called to watch this video over time, whenever, but I'm getting that you are service workers, the guides are saying, and you are being called into service once again. If you did not see the Virgo reading, I think it was, the last Virgo reading I did, I think that was it. There's a, was it Virgo reading? Anyway, Yes, literally says service workers report to your stations in the next 4 months. So this is a continued message for you guys. Some of you have some past life programming where you are afraid. There's apprehension because of whatever mission you were on at that time. And for some of you who are like, what is this mission stuff about? Always remember that, yes, we have the physical world, right? So we can do things in a physical world. Like, look what I'm doing. It's fun. Yeah, but it's great. But if you look into the non-physical field, you will see people are busy doing stuff, right? And so getting on with the message, they're asking you guys if you're experiencing any trauma related to these past lifetimes / missions, it's time to get those clear. So again, you can come see me, or you can do other things as well. Go where you feel called, even if it's just to sit down with a nice, cute little hot chocolate, 5 minutes, 55 seconds, and your trusty pen and paper, or to do somatic dance, or just, oh, I heard for somebody, entity release, okay? Whatever it is for you, you gotta shake off that old stuff, because it's almost time to really move into positions. Again, we're not talking to people who are like, beginning. This isn't your first rodeo. Think about, the battle weary, the battle ready, the everything. But you may be carrying some old programming that needs to be dusted off as part of your preparation process for next year. Okay, so yeah, let's get started with that. 5 of water. Look at that. You heard it. Grief. Okay, didn't we just talk about grief? This is the 5 of cups, talking about grief. Look at this cup just trying its best to assert itself. Ready. But look, this is shadow cup is right there, right? And then we've got, look, how could this cute little cup in all its glory, representing you, super cute, get to work when you've got that shadow cup focusing on what has passed before? Look at Archangel Michael, literally in charge of mission work. Just saying. And the Emperor. So this is a call to come in and get yourself serviced. Of course, we do all that. But again, you do not have to do that with me. Some of you are trained to do it on your own. You work with your spirit teams. You know what you do. You know who you are. You do not have to, though, in order to be made ready for your work. If this video has found its way to you, out of all the things and out of all how deeply buried it is in the algorithm right now, and you were able to find it, we talking to you. Okay, so you know exactly what to do. And this is to prepare. Some of you here are being given 3 more months. Now that's interesting that we have 3 more months coming in, because I know that as the days go by, we're counting down and we're getting closer. It's 3 more months and 2 more months. But at the same time, I'm getting for some of you here, maybe, I don't want to throw a number out because it doesn't, I don't know. They're just not having me throw that number out. But I'm talking to top brass here. And when I say top brass, it just feels like if you're watching this, you're at a level of mastery already, right? But, we could all be officers, but not everyone's a general, for example, right? No, not everyone's a 5-star, right? So I'm getting 3. Getting 3-star general, or 3 of you. I don't know. They're not confirming, but both of those feel significant. They are, oh yeah, look at this. I just looked down because I'm actually looking up out my window because, yeah. But anyway, as I look down, Ace of Air. I almost said Ace of Wands, but Ace of Air, Ace of Swords. This is divine communication. Look at that. Oh, right there with the Emperor. So you, whoever you are, you feel like you're going to have to be mobilized and be ready before the rest of the officers or the rest of the mission people are ready. You have to be in position. And that makes sense because, like, who's going to say, hey, we got to do this, hey, we got to do that, right? You do. So you have to be out there at the crack of dawn before people start showing up. And so that's why I'm hearing 3 months for you as opposed to others who are having 4 months. Look, 3, 4, 5. So if this message is for you, then it's time to get started, because a lot of you are struggling. Some of you are really struggling to get started. They're showing nails for somebody here, so that's a heads up for somebody here. Maybe you're just thinking about doing your nails, male, female, gender, non-conforming, doesn't matter. And that's a quick shout out to you, whoever you are. But they're saying and they're also saying you have to stop counting the nails in the coffin, right? You're not in that coffin anymore. Right? You're in a whole other time zone. You're in a whole other time and location, whole other quote unquote lifetime, and you have to be ready. So this is us hearkening back to the Five of Cups. I love how they said hearkening, because it reminds me of the captain. Was it Harkness? John Harkness? What was he on? It wasn't Torchwood, was it? Anyway, maybe Captain Jack Harkness? I don't know, anyway. But he's so funny. Quintessential captain, by the way. But yeah, you can't be in this, they're saying Four of Swords. You can't be in this Five of Cups and Four of Cups, like, no thank you. Of course you don't want to do this work. Of course you don't want to get started, because you're still nursing some wounds. But as you know, if you follow this channel, you just need to have a change in perception. It's called miracle work. It's doing your shadow work. Of course, you can come find us. We can assist you with all that, but you can also pick up wherever you feel called to go. A Course in Miracles, right? Or just wherever you feel called to go to get this work done, right? For some of you, I do see that it could be as simple as getting the movement flowing in your body. Some of you may need chelation. Some of you may need circulatory work, lymphatic massage, somatic work. Some of you need to get out there and do some kickboxing because you got anger and you got to kick something. Whatever this is, you have to move this energy, and you have to make your mindset more amenable, 11 minutes, 22 seconds to the work. Now, the reason why they said Four of Swords is because they're like, hey, Four of Swords, time out, temporary time out. Why do you think we're coming so many months ahead of time? To let you know, so you can get started on doing whatever this work is. So think about it. You're getting a little bit of a break until, boom, it's time to get to work. And if you, just like on TV, if you are still struggling from, like, as a cop, and you were struggling from a time when you shot a suspect or something, and you were required to go into therapy with someone on the job, a job counselor, in order to that's me. I just looked over to the left and they showed me again. Okay, so yes, thank you guys. They're so great at promoting me. Yes, a job counselor. This is what we do here. But you have to talk to a job counselor, in order to explore that moment and release any guilt and whatever's going on. Sorry, they're like, would you step into your role? Okay, yes, I'm here. But again, it doesn't have to be me, but it can be. But what I'm saying is, if you shoot someone on the job as a police officer, you're required to take therapy so that you can decompress, so you can deconstruct that moment, heal your mind, go through the therapy you need, right? Before what? You can get back on the job. Otherwise, you will have anxiety. You will struggle. You could hurt somebody in that way. You can hurt yourself. And so this is what they're saying. They're saying get rid of the ghosts of the past. Wow, they're so strong with it. Yes, look at this, Five of Wands. This is the conflict, right? Seven of Fire, defensiveness. So if you are of the mindset, as I said that, I do have to be honest. I was gonna say, if you're of the mindset where you're defensive and you don't want to get this work done, because we saw a little bit of that fear and all that in the Four of Cups, no thank you card, the discontent card. But I feel, as I'm about to say this, that as I feel into it, a lot of you are ready to get this quote-unquote old monkey off your back. Okay? That's what I'm getting. So I want to liberate some of you here, and clearly some of you with conscious mind may be like, okay, but there's a part of you, the part of you that is struggling with this, we saw this cute little part of you, needs to hear this. Who you were being, the conditioning that you were working with, the level of expertise and the level of mastery, which is not as evolved as it is now, where you were doing the best that you could at that time. And I do feel that for some of you, there were some DNA upgrades I'm getting. Of course, we're talking about in the energetic space, which then bleeds into the physical and shows up as, our DNA and genetic markers. And, those in the physical body take their commands from the energy anatomy. They're saying that there were some DNA upgrades that were given unto you in the non-physical that did not take. Okay, so if that's for you, you're going to know what that means. That sounds heavily of a personal reading, but did not take. And so it produced some stress for you. Okay, so please give yourself a break, whoever you are. I just saw somebody eating a chocolate bar right now. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Give yourself a break. All right? God bless you. And yeah, mwah. Thank you for your service.